Gen X has always danced with disruption, from David Bowie to the Cold War. But are you actively facing the changes in your life, or just letting them happen to you? In this episode, I'm mapping a simple 3-step path to getting unstuck using the resilience that you've been building since 1984. So stick around for the Truth or Dare challenge at the end, because for Gen X, resilience is a muscle we can still flex.
Welcome to GenX-Xpat, where music, creativity, and adventure collide while we explore the art of living abroad.
Change has many soundtracks. For me, it's David Bowie. Turn and face the strange changes. A lyric he said he wrote as a parody, but became a prophecy for his life. He kept reinventing himself, and whether we liked it or not, he reminded us that change isn't a glitch in the system, it is the operating system. And who could forget REM chiming in later in 1990 or 91, I think, with "It's the End of the World as We Know It," where they laughed at the chaos while naming it. That humor was a lifeline when I was 25 years old, married, working nights in a nursing home, earning $3.35 an hour. Those were lean years, real years, the kind that teaches you how to bend without breaking. And if you remember that grind, hit the like button, please. So uprooting my life to become an expat wasn't what I envisioned until it was. I had to face the changes in my life with a new response. I was waiting for retirement, and I could see the changes happening in and around didn't match my plan. I had to pivot. It wasn't a clean leap. It was a series of small, imperfect steps. I made a few leaps of faith by allowing friends to help me tie up loose ends that I logistically could not do on my own. And as independent and resilient as us Gen Xers are, sometimes it's wise to accept help from others. I also called on those hard-won Gen X muscles: resourcefulness, skepticism, and grit. I think of Mark Knopfler's when he was with Dire Straits. He sang that song, The Bug, where he whispers a truth. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Always in my mind is the knowledge that life isn't tidy, it's hazardous. And still we keep moving forward, guided by an internal compass that directs us to do the next right thing. So here is where we get stuck. We don't face the change or the problem. We brace for it. We endure the storm. We tell ourselves we'll deal with it later. But later has a price. And I think of avoiding change as like boarding a train that never moves. At first, it feels safe. You're sheltered from the unknown outside world. But the longer you sit there, the more the cost accumulates. Stalled identity is like being frozen in a seat, living as the passenger you once were, not the traveler you're meant to be. And shrieking options as the realization that other trains have already departed, carrying opportunities you can no longer have. Silent resentment builds as you watch the station change around you. Frustration that you're still stuck in the same place. And then finally, the need to distract or medicate is that relentless fidgeting. Buying snacks, screens, substances, anything to numb the discomfort of waiting for a journey that it never begins. Together, these consequences show that avoidance doesn't keep us safe. It strands us in a really uncomfortable place. So that there are 3 honest, practical steps for getting off this nowhere train. Okay, the first step, give the change a label. For example, I'm resisting blank. I'm resisting looking at my finances, or I'm resisting speaking to so-and-so about such and such. This is like reading the departure board at the train station. It tells you which choices you're avoiding and allows you to make a choice. Step 2, normalize the fear by stating it. For example, of course I'm afraid. This threatens my sense of security. I don't want to think about blank because I don't want to believe that blank might happen. This matters because it moves fear from paralyzing us to fear being a whistle that is simply a signal. Fear is not a verdict, it's data for the journey. And step 3, take one small step towards the change today. This is a small commitment to moving forward, like making a spreadsheet. I made a spreadsheet. I made lots of lists. Or making a connection with somebody, or negotiating with a partner or an employer, or even yourself. So the 3-step solution to moving forward: name the change you've been avoiding. See fear as a signal, not the place to stop. And 3, commit with one small action. Momentum will carry you forward. To look at. All right, Gen X, truth or dare? What change are you not wanting to look at? Is it time to face the strange changes and say them out loud, or write them down? Dare. Pick up a song. It could be David Bowie's, REM's, Dire Straits, favorites from the 80s and 90s that talk about change, and let the memories surface. Remember the resilience you have been cultivating since childhood. Adopt an anthem to energize your moving forward. Story or mine, it's the foundation for building on the current story of right now. Change is relentless, but so are you. So am I. Turn and face the strange changes, and you will eventually get through the problem transformed. If this resonated, drop your truth or dare in the comments. What changes are you facing? And what's your one brave move today?